Hi YouTube, it's Word and Relum here. Going to do a quick review of my Maxpedition Micro organiser. This is the smallest pocket organiser that Maxpedition put out, but it's amazing how much stuff you can stick in here. As usual, Maxpedition stuff is very well robust, it's very well made. There's double stitching on all the stress points. On the back there's no molly webbing on the back here, but it is box stitched and crisscross stitch for the handle that pulls out. I actually wasn't sure about the handle when I first got the organiser, but it's absolutely fantastic. I can carry this in the front jean pocket for all day if I wanted to, but every time I want to get it out I just pull the handle and out she comes. But I thought this was going to be too big to put into my pockets, and I'm quite surprised that I've been carrying it now for a while, and I'm really pleased with being in the front here. Now we can jump straight into what's inside now, and I mean, you've seen these loadouts, probably getting sick of them by now, but mine might be a bit different to what anyone else has, and anyone feel free to leave comments if you're not quite sure what it's all about, and I'll be happy to reply. So we'll get into the guts of the thing as we speak. YKK zippers, silky smooth, zippers and the other part of the zipper, I can't remember what it is now, never mind. Anyway, we've opened up the Maxpedition Micro organiser. This is what I generally keep on a day-to-day basis. There is stuff that comes in and out of this. I've got the mini as well, and I'll tell you a little story about this later, but I've got this to bring into, I'll just hang on a second, I'll show you what that's all about. But anyway, a MicroStream torch. This is the where is it? There it is. MicroStream. This is a great little torch. It weighs bugger all. It's got a great throw of light when you unload it. It's well made. It's got this cap section that you can put on the front of your cap and use it as a headlamp. It's a really good piece of kit. That I've actually bought another one. It's on its way, so that's where we'll go. This one here's a little zebra pen. These are a great piece of they're nice pens. These you pull them out for the nib to come out, and you can write with it obviously, and then it goes back in. Someone has told me, or I've read a bit on the forums, that these are actually a space pen insert. I'm not sure about that, but all in all, it's a really great little pen. It fits in here quite nicely. That's why it's in there. Then we've got the Squirt S4. This one's the one with scissors. I've got a stack of these different ones, but I really like the scissors on these. That's why we're in here. I've got no other scissors, but yeah, I'll just put that aside. That's great. Got a big Sharpie, so you can put some, even big pens will fit in here, and it just zips up nicely. That must be why they've made it that height, I think. But even though they look a bit tight, the YKKs seem to come over them quite nicely. But anyway, now we've got a Stanley screwdriver set, if I can get it open. So that's got a little screwdriver on one side. Oops, sorry. Little screwdriver on one side and a Phillips head on the other. I'm having a struggle to get it out today. Anyway. And they're different sizes on each end. It's just nice and neat, fits in there easily. I've used it a couple of times at work. The girls think I'm an absolute legend when I can start pulling tools out of me pocket organiser, but anyway. Okay, behind here we've got the Right in the Rain Maxpedition pad. This goes with the pen. This is a nice one. It's got a Maxpedition in the end of it. But my wife and I do a lot of fishing comps, and we keep an eye on our gear. We keep an eye on our fish and our gear when we're out in the canoe, so it doesn't matter if this gets wet. But just doing the length and the numbers of fish that we've caught through the day. It's an honesty system, but works for us anyway. So I've got a very small, ordinary first aid kit. It's just very basic. It's got some ibuprofen here, a few different band-aids of different lengths, and that's, yeah, somebody calls them a boo-boo kit, which is fine by me as well. But, and just looking on the other side, I've got a couple of big pardon me, big paper clips. They come in handy from time to time. Okay, what else we got? Oh, these little razor blades and saws. This is a razor blade with inlet casting. It's very, very sharp, as you know. They're good for opening boxes and stuff like that, but they're a safety device. You've got to put them back down, otherwise they'll cut yourself. In the same vein, I've got a little saw here. It's just a basic little saw. I don't know what I'm going to use it on, but it's nice to have there, I suppose. But, yeah, so that's alright. A Bic lighter. I don't smoke myself, but I always like to have some sort of fire lighting capability. It's nifty to have just a little one. They squat down pretty well. Got a thumb drive. This is for work. That's what I've been using today. Just an 8 gig thumb drive. I do keep some personal information on here for myself. Photocopies of my license and passport photo and stuff like that, just to get me, I'll have one way of showing who I am if I lose everything. But yeah, it's just 8 gig. It sits in there. I've got a stylus for my phone. My fingers are too fat to use the keyboard on phones, so the stylus comes in really handy. But allows me to do memos and put text messages out to the kids and Kim and stuff like that. So that's why that's in there. MicroStream Nano light. I love these MicroStream lights. This is a great little thing. I use it when I go out to the shed at night, so I don't get lost or trip over things, trip downstairs. That's usually what I do. But yeah, they're I got them for the right price, so I've got 4 of those. But what else we got? Night Eyes Espina. I've got a little pry bar. This is good actually. But it comes from China, and it actually says EDC. It's on the other one actually. It says EDC gear or EDC equipment. Oh, there it is, EDC gear. I wonder if you can see that. Maybe. Oh yeah, maybe so. But yeah, it's a nice little pry bar. I'm all for snapping the tips on my knives. It's something I've done in the past. And what do we got here? Oh, the Leatherman Freestyle. It's fairly straightforward. It's got a nice blade on it. I've been using that at work the last few days, just opening boxes and cutting cardboard up in the office. But they think I'm a legend when I do that too, I can tell you. And it comes out into a pair of pliers, and they're magic. They are so good. I love Leatherman, and I've got several Leatherman products, but this is one of my favourite ones. And yeah, so that's about all. Got nothing else in there. Oh no, hang on. There's a AAA battery sitting in behind that to go with the MicroStream. There you go, that goes in there. Okay, thanks very much for that. Okay. Oh, and I almost forgot. There's a story attached here. When I first got this, I actually bought this online, the micro wallet, because I already had the mini, but when it's got a bit of cash in there at the moment, but a couple of bus tickets and train tickets, etc, etc. But what happened was I contacted the supplier and said, look, you've sent me the wrong thing, and they said, not a problem, we'll fix the order. So what they then sent was this, but they didn't ask for this back. They didn't want this back, so I've got the mini and the micro, which is a bit weird. Now I did cover this, I did carry this for quite a while. I carried it for about 3 or 4 weeks, but it ended up not being as useful as I thought. It was just too minimal for me, particularly when I was holding cash and stuff like that. But what I realised after a little while was this micro wallet fits in the micro pocket organiser like a finger in a bum. That is perfect. So what I've done is I've put a bit of cash in there. I've got a couple of credit cards in there. And so it sort of it's sort of a wallet within a wallet, I suppose you could say. But so that's what I do. It all sits up nice and fine, zip it up, away you go. So just as an emergency thing, that's what went in the back. But I nearly forgot to say that. So there you go. I'll tidy this review up and I'll post it online, and feel free to comment. And thanks for listening or watching. And this is Word and Realm out.